Now today was a very interesting day for us. This spot we're fishing now is in Steelhead Alley, part of Ohio, as everybody knows. We don't want to spot burn it for obvious reasons. It's very small and it's a smaller system that's here, but it's well known. Most of you guys that have watching this video probably fished this spot. Now, it wasn't easy for us to come fish this spot. Reason being, when we got here at 7:30 in the morning, it was loaded. By loaded, I mean there were, honestly, I don't remember, there was probably 6 to a dozen guys in this hole from the top side, on the bank, in the water. We couldn't fish it. So we walked upstream. We fished upstream for 3-4 hours, went to lunch for a couple hours, looked around town, kind of checked the place out, and then we came back. And there were people there again. But fortunately, by the time we put our gear back on and walked down there, the hole was open except for 2 anglers, which tells you this hole had been hit hard today. Very, very hard. To me, that was the perfect audition we wanted for the trout eggs and for Boraxo fire. With a place that heavily fished, it allowed us to go out there and test and see how well the product worked in this area.
I thought I missed one first cast, but I wasn't sure. I thought it was maybe bottom. I'll take it.
Look at that.
Oh, it's a nice fish.
The biggest fish this week.
That's a nice fish.
Holy tail slap.
That's a nice fish. Bright buck. We're in Ohio. That's like a Michigan steely, dude. In Michigan, this would be a good one.
Yeah.
Freaking me out.
So we wanted to come fish this one this morning, and we couldn't because there were 10 people in this hole. So we went to a different area, and then we went to lunch. 5 hours later, came back. This was our first cast in the hole, and we're hoping that we are victorious in this battle because this is a beautiful, beautiful steelhead. Oh, he is not even close.
This is so unreal.
To being ready. Folks, this is the 2022-2023 steelhead season here in Ohio. And I don't know if you've got the word, but biggest fish. Matter of fact, we saw a guy that said he's lived in this part of Ohio for 62 years. These are the biggest fish he's ever seen on average. And we're hoping to show you what he's talking about here shortly. If this fish comes to the net, just like that, folks. Welcome to Ohio, world famous Steelhead Alley, where you're about to see an Ohio steelhead monster.
Y'all gotta check out this Ohio monster. I mean, this is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh my God. This is definitely the best fish today. Actually, probably last couple days here in Ohio, but this is what's lurking right now in Ohio. So you can see all this inside is slack water. Whipped it to that far side where all that current's rushing down.
Ooh, another good one.
Smoked right away. We've got some infringement going on behind me here. Of course, as he walks down. Wow! It's all good.
Whatever Ohio's doing, they're doing a good job because all of a sudden there's tanks everywhere in Ohio right now. We've been seeing them for 5 days. And this one, oh my gosh.
This might be another giant. I'll tell you what, either way he's going to be beefy because you don't do that unless you got some meat on your bones.
Buck.
Oh no, it's a hen. Oh my God, just an absolutely loaded up hen. Look at how fat this fish is. That's a football.
One after another.
Oh my God. Okay, I want to cover my rig. So I am running the ultralight Lima Glass. It's a 9'6". It's rated like 6 to 8 pound, pretty light rod. Really fun to catch these fish on. 10 pound mono main line on this spinning reel. And basically, it is a bobber setup. Let me get this situated here. So it's a fixed bobber setup. It just pegs on your line. Got a bunch of weights staggered down my 10 pound mono. That's what really gets it down in this fast current that we saw earlier where I was catching those fish. More important than anything, it's going to a swivel. And what that does is allows me to connect my fluorocarbon leader, and I'm running 6 pound. I like the light lines for finessing up fish. Definitely wouldn't recommend going above 8, maybe 10 in dirty conditions, but beyond that for steelhead, don't really need to. It's not worth risking missing out. This hole is so deep. Went a couple drifts without a bite, so I went even deeper. A couple drifts later, I'm on again.
You know, again, we talked about how this is 2022, and the honest truth is Jarrett brought his ultralight because typically Ohio is known for 3 to 5 pound steelhead on average. I mean, these fish we've been catching are literally double that size, a lot of them, and it's been an incredible experience here. 2022 is bringing good things to Steelhead Alley. The sooner you tap out, the sooner you'll go home. Meet the net. Ooh.
All right, I did a little experimenting. So I put some shrimp fire gel on my sack, and this guy crushed it. I mean, I'm speechless right now. This hole's stacked with giants.
Have you seen it yet? Is it a buck or is it a hen?
You gonna try to net it?
Yeah, put them both in the net. You're gonna have to. Double.
That hen.
That's a hen?
That hen.
I can't even tell which one's which.
I'll show you.
Wow. Well, that's the one Dustin just caught because you can see the spawn bag in its mouth. Wow. I mean, what's incredible about Ohio this year, you keep hearing us talk about how big the fish are, but the numbers are incredible as well. I mean, get on out there in Ohio, enjoy one of the tributaries. There's so many of them that are stocked and so many of them that have great fall, winter, and spring runs of steelhead. What a great resource here.
There's another one right there. Came up, chomped that bag.
You catch this one close or way out?
Way out there. Beautiful, beautiful, right?
Yeah. Not ready? You know what's real funny is I kind of looked at Dustin like he was crazy a few minutes ago. He was running an 11-foot leader, literally 11 feet. And I said, man, are you going that deep? He goes, it's deeper than that out here. Dustin, did you say you were 11 feet?
I think I took it back to about 10. I think about 11 feet is when I started taking the bottom.
That's crazy.
Took it up to about 10 and bob her down.
Dude, I just upgraded my float, added more weights for the current. First drift back at it.
And the crazy thing is, Dustin, it's not even been 5 seconds since he put his fish in the net.
And I did the same thing. I upgraded weights and I put a little heavier split on there.
Look at this fish.
Yep. Oh yeah, you
Look at
bulked
this
it. That's a good call.
And look at that, pink.
Put a little heavier weight on there, threw it down.
Oh man.
2 seconds ago, I had a fish hit the net, and before we could even take a picture, he had a second fish hit the net. Now it's flip-flopped. His hit the net, and now mine's about to.
If they didn't know each other already, they're going to now.
That's for sure.
There it is, folks. Another double.
Just clean this fish up. Check him out. Nice chunky little hen. Send it right back.
And now what we're gonna do is go to the fatter fish, thicker fish.
Talk about some shoulders, some fillets if you guys are keeping these. That's not what we're here for. We're just here to bend some rods, have a little bit of fun. We send every fish back in for you to come down and catch. But check it out, Northeast Ohio Chrome, getting it done.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna break it down on my hook end here. So this is, let's see if we can put it on there for you. Size 10 Pautzke fire hook. It's really been sticking the fish today. I mean, it's been working awesome. And we're running a mix of stuff. I want to change it up. So I've got my nice jar of Pautzke trout eggs here. I got a good mix of stuff that I've been running. So basically, take a look on the inside there. Got a mix of spawn sacks. I actually poured some out into my hand here for variation. But you'll see different colors, different sizes. And most importantly is the different sizes. And although we're not running crystal clear water here, it's pretty good water quality. But the fish's vision changes throughout the day with sun, shade, overcast. The different size sacks can really trigger bites. So I've been changing it up. Sometimes I've been getting them on real small bags. Sometimes I've been getting them on much bigger bags. The other secret weapon that has definitely pulled in a couple great fish today is these spawn sacks with a little bit of fire gel. And the fire gel has been absolutely killer. So what I do, and I'll show you here for both, when I'm ready to hook on a piece of bait, take the fire hook, push it through. Okay to pop some eggs. I recommend it, honestly. I like the smoke cloud it creates. And then every once in a while, I don't do it every drift, but if I'm fishing a hole and I get a little bit of a lull, I want to change it up, I'll dip it in this fire gel. And the way that that works, just a gel. You don't have to get crazy with it, but the scent on it is awesome. So you just take the sack and you just rub it in there, get a little bit on there. And again, I don't like to run it every single cast. I like it as my secret weapon. If you get into a hole, see some fish moving around, or get a couple bites, don't touch one, try that. See if you can clean up that fish with a little bit of a new tactic. So that's what we're doing today. And it's working really well in this hole behind us. So I keep talking variation, 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 change it up. And I want to get specific about the trout eggs that we're running today. So I've got a mix of stuff in my jar here. What I mean by that is some of these are Pautzke's trout eggs straight out of this, tied up into spawn, which they're so close to real, it's kind of hard to pick them apart, but a couple are mixed in there. And then I have steelhead eggs cured in Baraxifier, and same jar, I just combine them all together, doesn't really matter. Again, just for variation, to change it up. Let the fish decide what they want. They have a little bit different sense. We've caught fish on both today. And again, I just like to switch it up. I don't go to one hole with one tactic and one bait. Not that you won't catch fish, it's just I can't tell you how many times I've changed it up and caught a fish right away. So that's why I can't stress this enough.
Whose float is that?
This is crazy. I think he might have broke off or something.
Oh,
I think it's just kind of floating there. Wow. Turn right away. Wow. I'll show you the definition of snouted. That is what it means to get snouted. That's fire hook snoutage.
well, look at the fire hook right there. Yeah.
What a nice, tall, built fish.
It was way better than we could have ever expected. By that, I mean, okay, you guys have already seen a video about using jigs coated in shrimp fire gel and using a pink fireworm coated in shrimp fire gel. That happened after this video you're watching now, in about 15 minutes. So all these fish that we just caught here, and we caught well over 20 in about an hour and a half. That's no exaggeration. There were people fishing across from us, below us, above us. They came and gone, and they all saw this. Now, all of these came on basically two baits. They came on trout eggs tied in Atlas Mike's netting, and also Baraxifier cured eggs tied in Atlas Mike's netting. You saw the little canister that Jarrett has here, and there were a mix of both of those in there. Both of them worked. They worked very well, and we had a great time here in Ohio. Surprisingly, we came here expecting much smaller fish, and we're blown away by the quality that's here today. Now, there's so many places in Ohio to steelhead fish. This is just one of them. We encourage you to get out there and find your own favorite hole. This will be one of our favorites forever. We'll probably never come back to this spot simply because we've already been here and there's so many places to explore. But we encourage you to get out in Ohio, walk the tributaries here along Lake Erie shoreline, and find your own favorite spot. Because guess what? This is not the only one loaded with trout here in Ohio's Steelhead Alley. Pautzke products are available at sporting goods stores near you. If you can't find the specific color, size that you want, make sure to go to Pautzke.com. And as a thank you for watching Pautzke Outdoors, we're going to show you a coupon code to be used for 10% off your next order.